Just a second, guys. It's taking a little longer. So, those were the things we yesterday learned. In today's session, we will understand software. Yesterday, we understood about hardware. Today, we will understand about software. So, software. What do you think? What is software? When I say software, yesterday we understand about hardware. Now, what is software? Yesterday I said you software, app, application, solution. Okay, these are nothing but the same things. Okay, so this software is is a program, you can say, is a program. So a software is a combination of multiple programs. So in our real life, we see different softwares. Okay, and yesterday we understand there are two types of softwares. One is what? One is a system software. Okay, systems softwares. What are the system softwares? What are the system software? చెప్పండి. Operating system నిన్న చెప్పాను కదా, system software, operating system. And another one is utility software. These are the two different types of softwares you will find. First, we will discuss about a system software. Okay, we will discuss about system software. Guys, a very important one, a system software is a famous one, which you will understand is here operating system. What is operating system? And this operating system software very important because this is an interpreter, translator in between of a human and what your hardware. Hardware understands only 0 1, power on, power off, binary, and you don't know binary. You don't know binary, and hardware knows only binary. So in that condition, operating system plays a very vital role. So sometimes we call this operating system as interpreter also. What do we call? Interpreter. Very important. And this operating system, guys, in market, there are plenty of operating systems. There are plenty of operating systems are out there in the market. Systems, tell me one or two names. Okay, in our daily life we use this Windows in your laptops. Okay, Windows, yes. Okay. Linux is there. Okay, Linux. Okay, Linux OS is there. And what else?
Android.
iOS. Yes, Android is there. Okay, you can see Android also. These are some famous operating systems. These are some famous operating systems. Very important. Now, guys, these all operating systems know internally how this operating system is made, that you need to understand. Any operating system, take Windows or Linux or iOS or Android. These operating systems do have two parts. Operating system, when you say, it is made by two parts. Any operating system is made by two parts. What are those parts? Any operating system, no matter Windows operating system, Linux operating system, Android, iOS, any operating system is made from two different parts. What are those two different parts? The very first one is, okay, the very first one is called nothing but your shell, guys. What do you call? And another part of operating system is called military kernel. Kernel combinedly you can call operating system. What do you call? Operating system. Combinedly you can call operating system. Okay. This is operating system. And this operating system, my dear students, okay, this operating system is very, okay, how it works. First of all, you need to understand. In yesterday's, okay, yesterday's diagram, once again, I will create. Let's say a very first what it comes is a human. What comes? Human. Okay, what is this? Leave it. So any operating system, okay, how it works? What comes very first? A very first human. Human will interact with this computer. Human will interact with this computer. So here is the, okay, human. Here is a human, guys. And this human, okay, this human, what it does? First of all, it will interact with utility software. Like what? Your notepad, like your calculator, like your WhatsApp, like anything. Okay. So very first comes is your utility software. What comes? Utility software. Okay. I will write down here utility software. So utility software. And when the utility software, my dear students, okay, is getting, if something, okay, told by this person to the utility software simply it will send it to the system software. Means what? Operating system. System software is nothing but a operating system. Here, system software. Okay. Now, system software is nothing but your operating system, isn't it? So, I will again this operating system, or you can say operating system. Okay, operating system. And operating system is actually now divided into two different parts. What is this two different parts? One is shell, another one is kernel, isn't it? So what is it? Huh? This I have to repeat. Okay. Utility software. What is utility software? Any utility software, like let's say Notepad. You have in your laptop Notepad. Huh? You write something in the Notepad. Once you write in the Notepad and you press Control S, means you want to store it. So this will be sent to whom? To your system software, which is your operating system. Operating systems, which part it will get first? I said here, operating system is made from shell and kernel. So now when the utility software will send that data, which part will get it first? So shell will get it. Okay, so you will, okay, your shell will get it. So here is a shell, guys, and what here is a kernel. Okay, it is a kernel. Shell and kernel are there. So shell is actually famous for command. Now, what is mean by command? Behind the command, what operation? Control control yes ante ఒక చిన్న ఇంట్రడక్షన్ కదా కంప్యూటర్ కి కంట్రోల్ yes స్టోర్ చేయండి కంప్యూటర్ గారు స్టోర్ చేయండి కంటెంట్ కి అంటే బిహైండ్ ద ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ the whole write the whole program there. You can do that name and control it's a name. So let's say if you went to a
Ma'am, could you please call Shiv sir and tell him like he got disconnected?
Okay, okay.
okay. Okay, sorry guys, there's a little internet problem. I think again got disconnected. So I hope I'm audible and the screen is visible. Acharya?
Yes, you are audible and screen is also visible.
Thank you. So here we discussed about shell and kernel. Shell is nothing but the okay that entity of your system software operating system which tells kernel, hey kernel, user wants to store it, copy it, okay, go back, go forward, this kind of things. So once it will be done, I hope you got it. So then once the kernel will get it, kernel will do that operation. And once kernel will do the operation, then what? It will go to hardware. What is the hardware? First hardware you will find. First hardware is a CPU. Second one is RAM, not ROM. Okay. Then third one is hard disk, shabash. Okay, CPU, RAM, and hard disk. So first it will come to CPU. Second it will come to RAM. Okay, and third, it will be stored in, ultimately whatever the content written, where it will be stored in hard disk, in your mobiles, laptops, hard disk, it will be stored. So then kernel will send it to cpu, cpu will send it to ram, and ram will what, send it to hard disk. Okay, so this is the whole thing you need to understand. If anyone asks you, hey, operating system, how many parts of operating system you know? You will say shell and kernel. Okay, no? Shell and kernel. Any operating system, no, doesn't matter which operating system. So this is what your system software we talked about, operating system. Let's now discuss about, okay, let's now discuss about utility softwares. Utility softwares are there, okay, utility softwares are there which run upon, okay, system software, which run upon system software. So system softwares do give you the interface to communicate with the system's hardware, but but okay, utility softwares will provide you that interface, okay, to communicate, okay, with your, like, what action you want to perform. Let's say here is a one, okay, you have plenty of, okay, plenty of different utility softwares, n number of lakhs of thousands of crores of utility softwares are out there. For example, talking about laptop, okay, in laptop you will get browser. Okay, browser is also any browser, Google Chrome, Edge, Firefox, whatever it is. Browser is also your utility software. Your Gmail, okay, your Gmail is also utility software. Okay, then what, your Notepad, utility software. Okay, your Excel, MS Excel, okay, Excel is utility software. Your calculator is utility software. Okay, then what, your, okay, your PowerPoint, okay, utility software. So many utility softwares. You can download that Instagram, okay, Instagram, Snapchat, okay, phone pay, these are also nothing but utility softwares. Okay, or else you download in your, okay, laptop Python, okay, Python programming language, okay, or you download SQL, okay, MS SQL, okay, MS SQL, that is also nothing but a utility software. Or you, okay, downloaded and installed Visual Studio Code, VS Code, that is also utility software. So you have so many utility softwares. Okay, so now guys, talking about this utility softwares, okay, without utility software you cannot do a particular task. Guys, I want to discuss now here very important part of utility software. One is, there are two types of utility softwares you will find. There are two types of utility softwares you will find. So one is what? One is browser based utility softwares. What is it? Browser based. Even browser is a utility software. Okay, browser based utility softwares, or you can say utility. and then okay, the utility software which runs in the browser is called a browser based, and another one, okay, the utility software which runs directly on operating system, okay, directly on operating system. So we will call it OS, operating system based, okay, utility softwares, utility softwares. అర్థమవుతుందా? OS based utility softwares, browser based utility softwares. అంటే ఏంటి అండి బ్రౌజర్ బేస్డ్ అంటే ఏంటి? లెట్స్ సే ఇఫ్ ఐ ఓపెన్ హియర్ సంథింగ్, ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాను నేను? బ్రౌజర్ లో ఉన్నాను కదా. ఇఫ్ ఐ విల్ టైప్ ఇక్కడ, ఇది బ్రౌజర్ లో youtube.com, గైస్ ఐ విల్ బి గోయింగ్ టు youtube.com హియర్, ఓకే, I will be going to youtube.com, and youtube.com is running in where? In my system's browser. It is not consuming anything. It is not consuming anything from my operating system or hardware. Is that YouTube running in my system's memory, or it is consuming my CPU or any? It is not consuming anything, because browser itself, actually in browser it is running. I'm just connecting through browser. It is running somewhere, and I'm just connecting. So I can say these softwares are running in a browser. These are not running in my systems directly. Okay, but let's say when I will type here, okay, notepad, okay, and notepad is directly running where? Is it running in browser? It is running in my system. So it is consuming what? It is consuming, it is directly downloaded and installed in my system. It is directly downloaded and installed in my system. So what I can say, yes, this operating or this utility software is running in my system. So system based operating system, okay, system based utility softwares and OS based utility softwares. You will find two types of utility softwares. Some do run in browser, some do run in system, okay, where directly they are consuming your system's resources. That is system, okay, utility softwares.
Browser based will not consume our system.
No. They are actually executing. For example, I will tell you, okay, even let's say to run this application, I need a lot of softwares. What I need, let's say I need a Python programming or something, because these applications are built upon only programming. Is that program working in your software? Is that program working or running in your system? No, that is running in browser somewhere else. Okay, that is running somewhere in the system. I will tell you, okay, what is happening right now. Okay, what is happening right now here. Let's say here is a one machine, one server. Try to understand. Here is YouTube, okay, YouTube's machine, and here is me. Okay, here is sitting me in India, and this YouTube machine is where? Somewhere in United States. Okay, somewhere in United States, USA. Okay, and here I am in India, and in India I'm sitting, and I'm actually, I want to, okay, watch YouTube videos. YouTube videos are not available here. YouTube videos, everything is available in their databases, in their what? Servers and all. So server is here, let's say. So this machine, okay, this machine I will connect. How will I connect? Through internet I will connect. How can I connect? Through internet. Now through internet, when I will connect to this, already this software is running, YouTube is running here. Just I will connect to this machine and I will watch. So can you say that YouTube is running in your system? It is running in this server, in this machine. It is not running here. Just you are connecting to this and watching. Okay, just you are connecting to this and watching. Browser is just a medium, is just an interface to connect to that server. Ardhamainda? So it is running here. Okay, so for example, you are sitting in your house. You are sitting in your house. Okay, but okay, looking okay out of your window, looking out of your window, okay, and someone else's house. Okay, someone else's house. So can you tell me, okay, something whatever you are looking there is happening in your house? That is happening in someone's house, but you are watching it from your house. You're watching it from your house, so that is the difference. Okay, that same thing can happen in your house also, but not happening right now. Okay, this is happening here, just you connected and watching it. Okay, so but in your notepad's case, okay, notepad's case, notepad is directly running here and you are using it. Okay, Ardhamainda, what is mean by browser-based utility softwares and OS-based utility softwares? If I will download and install YouTube in my system, then I can say, YouTube now is working in my system. But that is also one part. That is what? There's a reason behind I'm taking this IT fundamentals is to give you the right way to look at IT. Okay, understand practically how things happens. Okay, you people don't know really actually how these things work, how softwares work, okay, how servers do work. Okay, and when this whole picture will be cleared out, okay, you will now, then your creativity will come out, you will think something. Okay, so slowly everything about networking, everything we will, okay, learn in detail. We will learn in detail. So here is your computer. Okay, here is your computer, guys, and from your computer you are watching this. So browser based utility softwares, OS based utility softwares. Now for example, what I can say, okay, browser itself is my, okay, browser is running in my system, but okay, let's say Gmail is also running in my system. Okay, notepad is running in my system. Okay, Excel is running in my system. PhonePe is running in my system, might be. Okay, so but let's say just now, okay, this Figma is not running in my system. Okay, Figma is not running in my system. Okay, then let's say what, Instagram is not running here. For this I need to go and download it here. Okay, Instagram is not running. Okay, let's say something else. What is it? YouTube is not running. Okay, so guys, nowadays, okay, nowadays you don't need to always download and install the apps. You can watch it. Okay, you can just log in. You can go to the Chrome and you can log into your, so that when you are using any application from your Chrome, it is not installed in your system. Okay, it is not installed in your system, but when you download from Google Play Store or Microsoft Store and install it and then you log in, so that time you can say, one part of that application is available in your system. Okay, so this is what. Now the next part, no matter what I will, okay, let's understand now this software in detail. Let's understand this software in detail, so you will, okay, you will able to understand how any software is made, how any software is made. So you need to understand this, guys. Any software has three parts. How many parts? Any software, okay, architecture of software. What is it? architecture of software. Architecture of software. So any software has, okay, one, okay, two, again, there are variety of architectures, but most famous are two-tier architectures, three-tier architectures, and multi-tier architectures. Okay, so any application can be two-tier application or application or software. Any software can be two-tier software or three-tier software or multi-tier software. But most famous is what? Three-tier. Let's understand three-tier. Okay, three-tier application. Okay, means any software is made from three different parts. Any application has three different parts, let's say. What are those three parts? First one, you call that part as a front end. What do you call? Front end. Okay, or you call it as a client. What do you call? Client. Okay, front end you call, client you call. Okay, then what you can say, it is a data visualization also. Okay, data visualization something. So guys, nothing, okay, whatever you call, the mostly when you are in a development, okay, so different people call different name sometimes. Okay, the same thing only referred as a client. Okay, not that client for whom you are working, this is a client. Okay, or sometimes you people call it as a front end. Okay, so this front end part is there. Okay, a client you can say. Then the second part comes. What is this second part? Second part is back end. What do we call? Back end. So back end is very important again. Okay, backend is there. Okay, backend. Backend you can say. Next one, third one is a database. What do we call? Database. What do you call? Database. Front end, back end, database. What is it? Front end, back end, database. Now, front end, back end, database, this is the architecture of any software. Any software is made in this three way, okay, three parts. So what is this actually front end means? Okay, let's say YouTube is a three-tier application. YouTube is a three-tier application. Okay, three-tier ante 1, 2, 3. So architecture of software. So here I will write, okay, three-tier, okay, app or software. Okay, three-tier software. So in this three-tier, let's say this is a YouTube and I want to watch a video. What I want to watch? A video. So how will I watch this video? I first of all have to have a mobile or laptop, or you can say what? Okay, system, desktop, anything. Okay, I'm sitting somewhere. Okay, I'm sitting somewhere in India. Okay, in India. Okay, I'm sitting here in India somewhere. Okay, this is me here. Okay, this is me here and wants to watch this YouTube video. Okay, where it is? This whole thing, this is one server. Okay, this is one server. This is one server. This is front end part of the application, back end part, and database. Three parts. So whenever you want to watch, you will go to browser, you will type youtube.com. What you will type, Baba? youtube.com. You will type it or not? So where you will be connected? To front end you will connect first. First part which will connect is front end. Okay, YouTube's front end. Then front end, okay, will connect to, okay, back end. Okay, and back end will connect only to database. No other things can connect. Okay, front end you can connect only to front end. You cannot connect to back end. You cannot connect to database. You can connect only to front end. Okay, front end, back end, database. Okay, so what is there in a front end? Let's say I will take you to the YouTube. I will take you to the YouTube here and type here YouTube. Now watch it carefully. When I will go to YouTube, okay, there will be, okay, lot of empty. There will be no data. Okay, see here. Okay, is there data here? Data is coming later, but the box is appearing, that empty white block. See, empty white box is actually appearing. What does it mean? That empty box is the front end, but data, the video is coming, is not available in the front end part. That is coming from where? That is coming from database. All the data is stored in the database. So all videos, Babu Moshe, all the videos are stored in database. Data, okay, audio, video, text, okay, image is called nothing but a data. Any audio, any video, any type of text, any image is called nothing but a data. And data can be stored in a database. Data can be stored in database. So my dear student, okay, all videos, okay, all videos are stored in database. But you are not asking to database, no, you are not connecting directly to database. Hey, database, give me video. Database has video, but you are not actually, okay, allowed to connect with the database. Any applications, which part you will connect? Front end part. And front end part actually has just empty frame. Has just empty frame. Okay, let's say this is the room. Okay, this is the room. And in this room, if only there are walls, okay, only there are walls, there is no chair, there is no table, there is nothing. There is nothing, just simple empty room. Okay, is it usable? I have to have something here first of all. So front end is empty room, but it has no data. It has no data. But if you will give to that room something, there is a place to, okay, put it. If you bring it chair, if you bring something, we do have a place, okay, to showcase it, to modify it. So front end, if someone gives data to the front end will showcase it in a beautiful way. Front end only can showcase it in a beautiful way. Okay, so same thing, cook. If we give all the material, masala, rice, this, that, chicken, bacon, then he can cook the nice biryani. You said, hey, cook, prepare biryani. Give me material. Without material, you bring the biryani. Is it possible? No possible. Same front end also. Front end is like a cook without a material. You have to give it. So who will give it? See guys, the data is available in database. But now data actually cannot, because front end also cannot directly connect to the database. Front end key, okay, allowed ledu. Front end cannot connect to the database directly. So it will connect to the back end, only back end. And back end will connect to the database. And database will give the, okay, from database, back end will take the data and it will give to the front end. And when it will give to front end will showcase it in a nice way and it will be visible in your mobile. Arthamainda. Okay. So what is the front end? Okay. And database you understood. The job of front end part is to showcase the data in a good, nice way. But what is the use of backend, sir, here? Backend enduku undi? Backend ఎందుకు ఉంది సరే ఇటు చూడండి నేను ఇక్కడ పైథాన్ లో వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నానంటే ఓకే ఇక్కడ సెర్చ్ బార్ ఉంది కదా ఇక్కడ సెర్చ్ బార్ లో నేను బాహుబలి రాస్తున్నాను అండ్ ఐ విల్ సే సెర్చ్. సో ఆల్ ద వీడియోస్ రిలేటెడ్ టు బాహుబలి విల్ కమ్. చూడండి ఒక్క వీడియో కూడా లేవు ఇదే. ఓకే, వేరే వీడియో, అందరి వీడియో బాహుబలి గురించి ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, ఆల్ ద వీడియోస్ ఆర్ రిలేటెడ్ టు బాహుబలి. సో గైస్, what happened? Okay, in this database there is a Bahubali, there is a KGF, there is Kantara, there is all movies. But now when I said through front end, hey front end give me only Bahubali movies, so which actually part of here back end part will go and take only Bahubali movies. Okay, database దగ్గర చాలా మూవీ ఉన్నాయి. If you want all the movie you can watch, but we don't want no all the movies. We want only what we want. Okay, so how you will, to whom you will tell? Through front end. You will write here, it will go to front end. Front end will say, man, I don't know what is this. It will simply give to back end. Back end will do one thing. What back end? Back end, user is asking only Bahubali, so it will go and take only Bahubali movies and give it to you. Okay, when you are entering any application, user ID and password, whether your user ID and password is correct or not. Okay, user ID and password. Okay, user ID and password, someone will check no backend in this application. Which part will check whether your user ID and password is correct or not? So backend will check. Backend job is to cross check, validate. In validate cheyali, in cross check cheyali, the data coming from user also will be cross checked. It is like a, okay, on gate, main gate security guard. Whatever is coming inside the premises, that also will be checked. And whatever is going from your premises outside, that also will be checked. Okay, so this is what your backend. Backend does all the logic thing. Okay, all the logical things. So here backend is very important. So what is the main job of backend is validate data. What do we call? Validate data. So one is stores data, one shows data, and one validates data. Okay, database, we store data. Front end, we showcase data. Backend, we validate data. Okay, I hope you got it. Any applications, these three parts. అర్థమైందా? మచ్చా అర్థమవుతుంది थोड़ा కొంచెం ఆన్లైన్ అర్థమవుతున్నాయా?
yes sir.
లక్ష్మి గారు ఓకే, ठीक है. So okay, this is what today we learned about any applications. Okay, internal architecture, any software's internal architecture, front end, back end, database. Front end, back end, database. Do not forget. Okay, any application has. So why do we have this? Actually, sir, three different parts. So any applications, three different parts are made. Three different parts are made because of, okay, because of two reasons. What are those two reasons? First one is security of your data. What is it? Security of data. And second one, okay, second one is, second one you can say, okay, here separation. Okay, separation of concerns. Okay, if anyone asks you why actually there are 4 parts, okay, multiple parts are there of any software. So reason is separation of concern. Security అంటే ఏంటి చూడండి అండి, యూట్యూబ్ కోసం ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఏంటి? కోసం యూట్యూబ్ వీడియోస్ ఆర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. రేపు all the videos of YouTube will be deleted. Who will access YouTube? No one will use YouTube. In which data లేవు ఇక్కడ. So that is the reason for any application, any software, their data is important. What is important? Data is important. If data is not there, no use of application. So you want your data to be more secure. No one should delete it. No one should what? Update it. No one should harm your data, corrupt the data. So that is the reason you are not allowing any user to directly connect to the database. Okay, that is the reason you are not allowing directly to connect to the database. What you are doing, you are giving only front end, okay, connection. Later front end is doing the connection to back end, then back end is making connection to the database. So you will never, if this person is not a good person hacker, he can directly connect to the front end, so he can make harm to the front end, but front end has no data. Front end data leave. So that is the reason these people will not actually, this data is okay, then backend is there, database is there, so they don't know where this is available. Okay, so that is why we have separated, separation of concern and security of data. So the security of data are the main and the separation of concern NTR. Okay, separation of concern and NT. Let's say ఇది ఒకటే ఉంది ఇప్పుడు. ఓకే, లెట్స్ సే టుమారో యూట్యూబ్ అంటే ఒక్కటే పార్ట్, ఏంటి అండి, ఒక్క పార్ట్. ఓకే, సో ఈ ఒక్క పార్ట్ లో ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ డేటా మొత్తం ఉంది. రేపు ఒక ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది, ఏమే ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది. ఓకే, ఇన్ దిస్ వరల్డ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ యాక్చువల్లీ గెట్స్ ఫేస్ ప్రాబ్లం, సమ్ ఇష్యూ. సో రేపు యాజ్ ఎ ఇంజనీర్ మీకు ఇది ఛాలెంజ్. ఏ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ అప్లికేషన్ ఈజ్ యాక్చువల్లీ హ్యావింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్? డేటాలో ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా, లేదంటే బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లాజిక్ లో ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా, లేదంటే ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ లాజిక్ లో ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా? సో దట్ విల్ బి ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్. Front of you, that will be the biggest problem. Where is the problem? That is why separation of concern, సెపరేట్ చేయండి. రేపు ఈ పార్ట్కి ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినప్పుడు నాకు తెలుసు ఇక్కడ ఈ పార్ట్ లో ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చిందంటే డెఫినెట్లీ దేర్ ఈస్ ఓకే ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్. సో ఐ విల్ నాట్ ఇన్వాల్వ్ బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ డేటాబేస్ ఇంజనీర్, ఓన్లీ ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ ఇంజనీర్స్ విల్ రిజాల్వ్ ఇట్. రేపు ఇది డేటాబేస్ లో ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినప్పుడు ఓన్లీ డేటాబేస్ ఇంజనీర్స్ విల్ ఓకే go there and fix the problem immediately. Okay, డేటాలో ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది, అన్నెసెసరీ ఎందుకు ఎనర్జీ వేస్ట్ చేయాలి ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ లో బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లో కూడా? అర్థమవుతుందా? ఓకే, సెపరేషన్ ఆఫ్ కన్సర్న్స్. So this is what, guys. Okay, I will stop here. If there is any doubt related to this, please do ask. No doubt? Okay, అర్థమవుతుందా? Okay, so this is why. Okay, we will understand each and everything, basics, fundamentals, very important, practical way. Okay, practical way. This will, okay, it will open up your mind. You will look at the things very, okay, properly. Okay guys, every day we will understand this kind of things. Tomorrow we will, okay, understand in detail more, okay, related to any, okay, how the front end will be created, how back end will be created, databases, when databases are out there. Okay, a lot of things we will discuss. Okay, thank you so much guys for attending this session.